Hey guys, my name is Chris Martin with The Real Albuquerque, coming to you today with another Wednesday message. Short, bite-sized, consumable message, maybe 15, 20 minutes power message, if you prefer that term. We're rolling at you 4K if you're watching, and if not, we're coming at you in your eardrums via a nice Rode microphone. But today, guys, today's message is going the distance. Let me check my exact topic because I just forgot it here, but that's not it. Hold on, people. Here it is. Don't take detours in life, go the distance. This is a great topic, and I don't know if you guys... what your level of endurance is, what your level of taking no's is. Last Wednesday we talked about, can you handle taking no's? Can you handle being in the trenches taking no's every day until you get a yes? That's kind of what we're talking about today. Don't take detours. Go the distance. Many times in life, you're going to do a task, you're going to do a project, you're going to do something. And when you're in that project, you're like, okay, I only have this amount of time to do it. And you're like, okay, I can sacrifice this and I can do the project this way. And your mind's like, well, Chris, that's not the right way to do it. I guess you can do it. It's not going to look 100%, but I mean, it's 90%. Who's going to notice? That kind of stuff. But you really just need to go the distance. Don't take detours. Many times in life, like I just mentioned, I may have to give more examples. That was maybe not the most solid example. Maybe you guys, maybe that resonated with some of you guys. But many times in life, you're going to be given the opportunity to take a detour. You're going to be given an opportunity to take the relief route if you're a truck driver. You know what I'm talking about. Instead of going through the business route of a city. You're going to be given the opportunity to take a detour to anything. And that detour is going to try to lure you in with faster results, higher pay perhaps, maybe anything. It's going to just lure you in with all that, the kind of those deadly sins, the 7 deadly sins. It's going to try to lure you. And those detours are, hey man, I don't need to go to the gym today because of this, or if I just, I've done this thing a million times, complacency. I've done this thing a million times. I don't need to do it 100% this time because, dude, I did it last week this way. I didn't have my feet on the ladder right, and I did a lot, I'll be all good. And then this time, actually, you're fighting danger and the ladder tips over and, you break your hip or something. So in life, you're going to be given so many times to take detours and so many chances to do it right. Go the distance. Going the distance is the only way to make this thing happen legit. If you take the shortcuts, you're going to get sometimes results. You're going to get shortcut quality on your products. It's not going to look 100% perfect, right? So if you want to be 100% legit, you want to be 100% true to yourself, you want to hustle this thing out and you're willing to give it everything you have, go the distance. If you want to half-ass this thing and only give it half your potential, right? And that is like starting a business or learning a language or doing anything, or I don't know, being a family guy or a family woman, and you only love this person half, or you're only willing to do half, you got to go the distance. That's going the distance is where all the fruit is. Going halfway is going to lead you, or taking a detour is going to lead you to Averageville every time. 10 out of 10 times, it's going to lead you to Averageville because you're not going to be willing to give life what it takes. Anybody can just throw seeds in the ground and throw water on it and hope that something grows, right? But are you willing to go out there every day and water it? Are you willing to go out there every day plus every other week and put a little fertilizer on it, measure it up, put the little calcium on there, or put whatever you need? Are you willing to go out there every day to plant, put the water down, put the fertilizer down, right? Give it the sun, make sure the humidity's right, move the plants from one thing to a bigger pot. I mean, are you willing to take all that, or are you just going to go out there and say, hey, well, I want tomatoes. I put the seed in, I watered it, oh, shoot, it's that day to water again. I forgot about the last 5 days. Let's water it and hope something happens. That's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen like that. You got to be so persistent and so going the distance that you're committed to whatever you're doing. You're committed to the goal 120%, 150, 200%. That's how you have to have no quit. You have no fear in you, right? That's what they say in the military. That guy didn't have any quit in him. And that's what you got to have. You got to have no quit in you. If you're going on a marathon or you're doing any long distance, are you willing to crawl across that finish line if you have a broken ankle or you have blisters on your feet? I know I am. I'm willing to hobble across that finish line, and I did in that death march with gigantic blisters and blood coming out of my shoes, right? That was like mile 16 or 15 or 13. And I went the other 10 or 13 miles with that condition, but I just moved my right foot in front of the other, then left foot. Are you willing to go that distance to crawl across the finish line if that's what it takes? Are you willing to die before you give up? That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. That's the going the distance. That's the mindset I'm talking about here. That's what you really need to have. Because if you don't have that, you're going to get a sign of a challenge. A wall is going to come up. Something's going to happen on your way to your destiny, on your way to your goal, and you're not going to be able to handle that challenge. This message vaguely sounds familiar. Maybe I already did this message again, but this is maybe a reprise. Maybe this is message going the distance part 2. Maybe the universe is saying we got to say this again to you guys, or get this message out again. Going the distance in life is hard. I get it. We all get it. Giving up and laying on the Barker Lounger and eating bonbons on the couch is easy. I get it. I've done that. We all have done that, right? But when you get to the end of your life and you gave everything you got and you gave everything you didn't, and you left nothing on the table, you're not going to have any regret, man. And maybe you'll be swimming next to a pool of cash, right? If that's what your goal is. Or you'll be in the Bahamas, just being a beach bum, if that's what your goal is. Or whatever your goal is, if you keep going after it every day, little feet at a time, and you do it every day, and don't take a detour of, hey, let's win the lottery. It's $200 million. I'm just going to go get like 100 tickets, and I'm going to watch Maury and just kick it and really hope and pray that I get it. That's a detour, right? That's a distraction. That's not going to get you to your goal. Maybe it does. Small percentage chance of people win. I'm talking very small, right? 2 people out of every person in America who got a ticket for that $1 billion thing, only 2 people won, or whatever the case was. They said you had a better chance of getting struck by lightning, dying in an airplane, and then getting hit by a truck or something than you did by winning that thing. But if you kept on moving at your business, kept growing, and bought the ticket, but still kept moving forward, you can look back and say, hey, man, I didn't win it, but hey, my business grew. I grew as a person. I advanced. Same thing with fitness. Fitness and a business are very related in the sense that they're almost the same thing. And taking the detours in fitness is a trap just as much. You see it on TV, oh yeah, there's fat burner X, you just take this, or you just take this pill and you'll get skinny and you can eat all the same stuff. Hey, maybe it works. I don't think so. I'm the old school way of you eat right and you work the heck out a lot every day, and that's how you do it. Some people say, hey, you just take fat burner X and you start sweating all day and you're wearing a trash bag and all this kind of nonsense, and you can eat whatever you want, and I'm eating slim fast, but I have never even worked out or done a push-up. Hey, you're not going to get any results, right? That's going the detour route. You got to hustle this thing out and go the real route, the route that you put time in, you put work in. And that's what business is. Business and fitness are highly interconnected, right? So if you work out every day, let's say 30 days, you did it every day, yeah, you may notice a little change. First 2 weeks, you may notice zero change in your body, right? Maybe the third week you have a small change. You're like, oh, okay, well, I gave it 3 weeks. I'm not seeing any change. I'm not seeing any progress. You do it for 3 months every day, and I know you're going to see a lot of progress. Like, oh, shoot, this really is working, man. I got to stay on this. I'm all fired up. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. Glad I didn't give up in month 1 when I saw 0 results. And everybody's asking me, you need to calm down, bro. You need to stop going to the gym so much. Ease up. Have a life. Same thing with business. You got to keep moving forward every day, making small steps. And it may look like nothing's happening. And you may get these detours are going to come up and say, yeah, just give up. Let's go get the solid. Let's just go work it somewhere else and give up on our dream because that's a for sure thing. But going out of myself is not a for sure thing. Or let's go and do the lottery and hang out. Hey, dude, you've been working all day. Let's just get the lottery ticket. Get $100 or whatever the thing is. Or there's other detours of, on Instagram, the get rich. Come work with me, buy this ebook, and in 12 months you'll have $1 million. That's a detour and a trap, right? Many people get sucked into that on Instagram, the young guys. You young bucks out there, you young hustlers, don't get stuck in that trap. So in life, there's a bunch of traps that are going to try to suck you in. And then, I'm calling them detours in life. But don't go those don't go those detours. Go the solid route. Go the distance. And going back to our business analogy, yeah, you may not see any results for 2, 3, 4, 5 years in your business. The only difference between business and fitness is you're going to see more results in fitness. Because if you go 4 months to the gym every day and worked out an hour and a half, and you ate right, you're going to see some results, and you're going to see quicker results than if you did the same amount of work in your business. But after year 5, man, you may start to see something and feel something. Maybe after year 2, you get lucky, or year 1, or month 2, right? Depends. Everybody's different. Everybody's ideas are different. Their hustle's different. But if you go the distance, you're going to get there. If you're willing to crawl across that finish line and do whatever it takes, you're going to finish that marathon. I don't care if, the marathon's closed and you're doing the Albuquerque Marathon 12 hours later and you're crawling, right? And you have 5 miles left and you're crawling, like the guy, the lone survivor, man. You're going to finish that line eventually. There may not be any ticker tape parade. There may not be any people waiting for you. But if you keep crawling, you're going to finish. And the detour on that would be like, okay, your body's hurting, you're dying, you have blisters, your legs hurts. Everybody's going to be cool if you gave up at mile 20. They're going to say, hey, man, you tried. You gave it your all. You weren't meant to be a marathoner. We get it. But, dude, it's so cool you did it. That's the trap. That's the detour. The going the distance, like, dude, I am able to get this done. I am a marathoner. I am able to handle this pain of the blisters going through the death march, man. I can handle that. And we're doing it again in a few weeks. And I'm going to relive all that and go down the mental stress. And I'm excited. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm fired up about it. But I'm willing to, if it takes me crawling across that finish line in the desert, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to give up. If I have to crawl to finish, I'm going to do it. But we're going to be all good. We're going to smile. We're going to have a good mind set up here. We're going to keep going the distance. We're going to move one foot right in front of the other and keep moving. Same example goes in business, life, exercise, everything. There's going to be many traps. They're going to try to suck you in. Go the distance. Keep going. Put those blinders on. A trap may be you looking left and to the right and saying, hey, I'm not getting enough. My success is not happening as fast as this guy. Or this guy's so far ahead of me. How come I'm not like this guy? What you didn't see is this guy's been doing this for 5 years before you have. Every day grinding it out, right? He's on chapter 20 of his work or life or fitness goals, right? Or journey. He's in chapter 20 and you're on chapter 2. You just showed up to the gym 2 months ago. Of course you're not going to be shredded like that guy, right? Because you just showed up. But you didn't see this guy doing it every day for the last 5 years for 5 hours a day, just eating a protein bar. So you don't know whatever other people are doing. You don't know how far people have been on their journey. You just don't know. So you got to put your blinders on, go the distance. Don't worry about what's happening left and right of you. Keep moving forward. Keep looking forward on your goals. Go the distance. Don't take any detours. And eventually, you'll be where you're at. All right, guys, my name is Chris Martin with The Real Albuquerque, coming at you with a little Wednesday fire message. Chloe's over here sleeping. Maybe you see her in the wide angle. She's doing her thing. But guys, go the distance. Don't take detours, and it will be worth it. I guarantee you. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon and see you soon. Bye.